them to see you. Good. So that we can see you. Right? Okay, good. So, so somebody's thinking out there and is wondering, maybe I need a lot of education. I need to really be skilled. You mentioned that you didn't do an MBA. Well, I also know you said to me that you went to the biggest university in the world. I don't know if you want to talk about that and encourage somebody with.
Yes, I did do.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I always joke about it. I went to UL. It's a very famous university, and it's everywhere in the world. It's called the University of Life. It's everywhere around you. That's the university I went to, the University of Life. Nothing teaches you more than your daily experiences, your interactions with people, the things that you experience, the people that you meet, the places you go, the music you listen to, the books that you read. Yes, I honestly, I don't have an MBA. I started studying law and I walked out on it because I didn't find it interesting. It was so boring. But I am very, 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 very passionate about self-development. I didn't go to the university because that was not the kind of learning that interested me. That's all. It's not that I don't want to learn. It's that I was not interested in that format of learning. Neither was I interested in the subject of law. But personal development for me is a non-negotiable part of my routine. So I must read. I must listen to a podcast. If I'm looking for a solution to anything, I go to YouTube. I go to Google. I embrace those tools of learning, and they're free. Yes, they're absolutely, you can download whole books on YouTube and listen to them.
True.
Travel time is learning time. When you're sitting in traffic, instead of listening to Teshumole, plug your ears with a book that is adding value to you. Because so long as you consistently are adding value to yourself, you become a person of value. And the marketplace would recognize that you are a person of value and will give you value. It's so key. So personal development is non-negotiable. You must be reading, you must be learning, you must be unlearning, you must be relearning. If you want to be successful, that is the road you have to travel. But if you don't want to be, it's okay. You can be mediocre, but your results will also be mediocre.
Yes, ma'am.
But if you want excellent results, then you have to do the things that excellent people do. Discipline themselves, to read, to listen to books if they don't like reading. Find what works for you. Something works for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Find it. Because if you put me inside the lecture room, I will zone out on the lecturer. Completely. But if you put me in a learning environment, like you did, Delu, that your money class, the money game. When it looked like I was losing, I stood up. I didn't sit down anymore. I rolled up my sleeves. I said, Nibo, I'm successful in real life. I must be successful in this game. And it taught me, listen to your team members. Somebody else has another idea. Pay attention. It's a fantastic game. I hope the people in your community know about this game.
Yeah.
And that they're doing you've shown it to them.
A number of them.
You have to show them that game. They have to know that game. It's a serious game. So you've got to be learning. You have to commit yourself. It's lifelong learning. It's not that I finished in school and then I never open another book. I will become obsolete.
Okay, excellent. Someone is asking a question here. He said, did you know how to sew when you started, or did you employ people who knew how to sew?
At all. The first time I ever sewed anything, I stitched my fingers. I made a mistake and my finger slipped under the needle. And I never sat at a sewing machine again. Never. No. I can't remember which great American president or somebody said it. He says, hire the people that know what to do and pay them to do it. You don't have to know how to do everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to know how to do everything.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
why you build a team.
Mm.
No one person takes the glory, only God.
Mm.
And that's where we must keep our egos in check.
Mm.
That our language must change from I to we.
Mm. Mm.
To we. Because without your team, what can you do?
True. True.
You all your energy together is more powerful than one person's energy.
True. True.
And that's how life is.
True. True.
Yes?
Someone is asking,
Yeah.
is it possible to be passionate about business and at the same time passionate about being a career woman? How does such an individual strike a balance to be able to achieve success?
That's a fantastic question because I recognize that it was one of the things that I didn't say. Like, as I said, I can't say everything in this short time.
True.
But
True.
it's also key to all the women out there. So to all the women out there, it's about integration. Because the future, unless your husband is a very rich man, the future, or you make a choice, a personal choice, that you want to raise your children to a certain level before you go back to work, is that you must find integration between your career and your home life. For me, it's integration. Because I don't want to give up one for the other. I want to be a mother that my children know that is there for them when they need her. But I also want to be a businesswoman that is successful, profitable, sustainable, running a profitable, sustainable business. I also want to be that woman. I also want to be a woman that makes a difference. I call myself a force for good. I also want to be that woman. So my entire creation, as gifted by God, was not just to bear babies and to cook. My capacity is so much more. And it's a man that is smart, like my husband, like my darling husband. Knows that he has a woman that has potential, will unleash her to be the best version of herself and will not hold her back. Why? Because her success is his success and it's their success. So they will be a pillar of support to each other.
Awesome.
Otherwise, if you didn't marry your friend, better reevaluate. It's true. Because you must marry the person that you will both grow together.
Yes, ma'am.
That was what my husband and I decided. It's not that we didn't have our challenges. My goodness, did we have challenges? Oh my goodness, you want to know? We did. But you know something? We were willing to overcome those challenges because we saw a better future than the present challenge that we were in. We saw a future of friendship, a future of love, a future of dependability, of companionship, of trust. We saw all of that, and it was much bigger than the problem we were currently facing. And so we built with that vision in mind.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, my dear sisters, please find a way to integrate both. Because you were made for more than pots and pans and baby birthing. Have capacity that the world needs. You may be the person that will discover the vaccine that will sideline this stupid COVID-19. And you're a woman. You can't discover that in your pots and pans. So you have capacity. Unleash it onto the world, please. And men, guys, I have a son. And I tell him, it's a smart man that allows his wife to bloom. Because when you tend a garden and you allow the things in that garden to bloom, it is for your pleasure as much as it is for anybody else's pleasure. Awesome. It's not a threat to your ego. And so you yourself must check your ego, that your wife's success is not a threat to you. It should not be. You are partners. And it's a long journey. So nobody knows. Maybe your own will be going and it's going well. And then something happens. And then it's hers that picks up. But had she not started anything, what would have happened?
True. True.
So it's a partnership. And guys, support your women, please.
Awesome. There's another question here. It says, have you ever gotten your fingers burnt on collaboration or partnership in trying to partner with someone else? Has he ever, have you ever had, do you have any of those sorry cases?
Of course I have. How can you be doing business all this time? This will happen to you. But
Yeah.
you see, again, I'm not going to dwell in that space. It's learning. You learn and you keep moving because you are driven by a higher thing, a higher purpose, a higher sense of being than that situation where you were cheated or where whatever the experience was. You cannot sink in that place. You must just get up, dust yourself, and move on. And that's my policy. You know, dust yourself and just get up and just keep going. Because you are compelled, you are driven by a compelling vision of a future that you can already see in your mind's eye. And you must hold that compelling vision of the future so that the past, the memory of the past does not pull you back. It's so important. And when the memory of the past comes back, just tell it, it's okay, I've moved on, it's all right. You know what? It's okay. It becomes harder to move on. And then you truncate your own dream. Why? Because somebody was stupid? Because that's what they were. They were stupid. Yeah?
Okay. Someone is asking a question here, and I think I'll blend a few of these questions together. I don't know, people just kind of feel some of these businesses are already very big, so it must be a lot of money to start. Someone's asking, you know, how, like, you know, what kind of capital can I use to start a fashion business or a fashion house? You know, what do I need to start? And I'm sure the answer is deeper than how much.
You know, for me, it was never about money. As I said earlier, I was driven by a strong desire to prove that it was possible to make things in Nigeria and make them well. And so, you know, different businesses, some big people can raise, you hear people raised $100 million. They raised $1 billion. There's some businesses that you can begin like that. If you take Starbucks, they began with one shop. If you take Kentucky Fried Chicken, he began in his kitchen at the age of 65. So it's never too late. So I began in my house making pajamas for my children, which I threw in the boot of my car. And every morning when I took my children to school, I would open my boot and stand there and greet all the mothers with a nice smile and say, I have these beautiful pajamas. They're only 750 naira. Would you like to see them? Some people walked past me like I was a dirty dish. Some people stood and said, oh, wow, interesting. Some people said, oh, can I have 5 pairs? Can I have 6 pairs? And then I said to myself, I'm in business. How many more women are out there looking for more pajamas? And so that's how I started. Very, very humble beginnings. Very humble beginnings. Now, where are we? We're in this high rise, and now we're going to be moving in another 4 or 5 years. We're going to be moving to 2 hectares of land where we're going to build a huge factory that is going to service the whole of Nigeria and the whole of West Africa.
Wow.
In manufacturing garments.
Wow.
So you can't rest in one place. You rest when you are in the grave.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, you disrupt yourself. You challenge yourself. You stay in tune with what's going on in the world. And you tell yourself, you got this. You can do this. But you be consistent. You be committed. You be resilient. You be disciplined. Oh, and trust me, there are days when my brain says, let's go, and my body says, me, you and who? I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. And my brain says, you get up now, otherwise there's going to be trouble. And so my body will get up. Because my brain knows that the compelling vision of the future is so strong that my body just needs to follow. And so find your compelling vision of the future that you want to create. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Just take the lessons and move on.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've got to keep doing that. You've got to keep doing that. People will abuse you. People will think you're a fool. People will say the stupidest things to you. Be driven by your compelling vision of the future you want to create and stick with it.
Mm.
Through rain, through shine, stick with it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Someone is asking here. Okay, this kind of questions. I don't know what your response is. I'll link them up. Since I've been running a fashion brand for over 5 years now, I have been seeking a fashion brand mentor. Can I learn from you, ma? I love to learn. As one Afolabi is saying that.
Everybody wants to learn. How serious are you? My time is very, very precious.
Yeah.
So I say, if you want to do a mentorship, we have to structure a mentorship program.
Yes.
Because my time is so valuable that I don't waste time. You know, people come and tell me they want to do things, and then you ask them, you give them an assignment, then I couldn't do it because, I couldn't do it. I will throw you out of my office. So I couldn't do it because you couldn't look on the internet to find solutions. Google is free. Don't watch Africa Magic. The man who owns the Africa Magic, they are smiling all the way to the bank on your account. So tear yourself away from Africa Magic and the people who are Teshimole, and use your time wisely and judiciously. Yeah?
Yes,
and you will resist yourself. I'm telling you this. And that's why I say everything begins with self and self-mastery. You will resist yourself. And that's when I said my brain will move, but my body will say, not today. So you create your own mantra. And that mantra, you keep reminding yourself who you want to be every day. Because God says that you speak it and it will come to pass. He said, for whosoever believes and says to this mountain, move,
to be moved,
it will move.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we'll take maybe 2 or 3 more. There are many questions here. I have like 90 something comments. So, but no problem, don't worry. if we
don't answer 90 something comments.
I know, I'll just take 2 more.
But I mean, your people are engaging, so it makes it interesting, which for me is interesting, yes. But I'm going to need to go in about 10 minutes.
Yes, so I'll just take 2 more, and then we'll stop it there. I'll curate the questions. If there's something that we can do with them, I will let you know. Somebody says, as a young person trying to build a global business, is currently struggling with getting a team, building a great team, because people don't have long-term interests. They can't delay gratification. How does one build a great team with this kind of current realities?
It's a problem that all businesses face.
Not
face. I beg your pardon.
Face, yeah.
It's a problem that all businesses fail. What is that saying? You will never know the heart of anybody truly and honestly. You can only be the best you can be. But here's the thing. You have to have HR systems in place, because HR is your gatekeeper. So that you are aligned with the right people. The people who like what you are doing and who want to be a part of it. The trouble with us entrepreneurs, and I've been there. I've done it. I've kissed so many frogs that I was afraid one day I was going to turn into a frog myself. But then again, I've met so many charming princes and princesses. I have. That's the honest truth. So your HR is your gatekeeper. If you are not aligned and you do not have shared values with people who come into your business, you cannot create that synergy and that alignment. So it is important not to, out of the business is growing, we need people. You start packing people and putting people inside. We all do it. But we must stop doing that. We must find, if you remember I said, the right people in the right positions, doing the right things that are measurable with KPIs, with JDs, to build a global business. It's not beans.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not beans. Go and read the book, Good to Great. To be a great business, you need to do the things that great companies do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And that is the truth. But if you are busy thinking that you want to ride a Mercedes G-Wagon and you don't care whether your staff get paid or not, nobody is going to work with you. Nobody will work with you. So you, who is the leader, you are the custodian of the values and the culture of that organization when you start. And your HR must embody them and drive that culture through your entire organization. And it is not an easy thing to do, but you must do it if you want to build a global business or a great business. We are a national business. We have stores all over Nigeria. So we have people in Abuja, in Kano, in Port Harcourt, in Ibadan, in Lagos. We manage them with technology, but we manage them with good HR. We manage them with good managers who have embodied the values of our organization. And this is key. This is key.
Final question, ma. Final question today. Someone is asking this question, and I'll reframe it in a way that also blends with something I think I had in mind. You said you don't compete on price, and it's very clear that you're positioned as a premium brand, and there's all sorts of competition. There's competition from people importing. There's competition from people trying to make things locally. How do you, and for every other business that's out there listening, I'm wondering, how can I build a brand that is able to stay premium and not, and not get bothered that, the prices in the market are available, are challenging? How do you stay in that your place? How do you have that your niche, stay in that your place, and you have not compromised it for 35 years?
So it's to have a clear brand vision. Who are you, and who are you to the customer, and to engage your customer? For me, it's so important. And when I said earlier, you must disrupt yourself before somebody disrupts you. You have to keep benchmarking yourself against the best in class. So who are the people that are in your industry that are doing the things that you are doing? What can you learn from them? And how can you apply some of those learnings? Not all of those learnings, but how can you begin to apply some of those learnings? How? And, marketing has moved away from price, place, all those things. Marketing is now about experience. It's about connection. It's about emotion. And that's why I say we're not selling clothes. We're selling happiness at Rough and Tumble. When you come into Rough and Tumble, we're selling you happiness. Therefore, our staff have to be happy to be able to sell happiness.
Yes, ma'am.
The environment has to offer a sense of happiness. So that when you come into the environment, it's like a lot of people don't believe that Rough and Tumble is a Nigerian brand. It is a Nigerian brand. There's no Oyibo people behind it. We have built it from grassroots up. Completely ground zero up is how we built it. So for us at Rough and Tumble, what we're selling is happiness.
Yes, ma'am.
So new marketing is about experiences.
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you want customers to feel when they come in contact with your brand? How do you sustain that? You have to train your people. And people say you train them and they go, then you train the next ones. Then you make sure you tell your HR, what is your retention strategy? Who are your key people that you cannot afford to lose? And if they must go, who is the next person in line? What is the bench strength of that position? It's so important.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So it's not one thing that you must do, but it is a cocktail mix of things that you must do consistently. So if you enter our stores in Kano, or you enter our stores in Port Harcourt, or you enter our store in Lekki or in the mainland, the feeling and the quality of the service must be consistent. If you notice, I have used that word consistently. Consistently. It is such a key word that you must learn to understand and embrace. Because there's something that consistency builds.
Mm.
Because the more you do something, the better you get at it.
Mm.
The better you find the kinks, the more you are able to iron them out, the more you perfect it, the better you become. Then it becomes a rhythm that can only be compared to the unforced rhythm of grace that comes from the divine force in himself. You know,
yes,
it is so vital that you are consistent, that you are committed. You know, a lot of leaders will say they want to do. When their people come and say, okay, let's do, they change the story. You know, when you are consistent and you are committed to your goals, the people that are with you will follow you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because they know who you are. And when you don't know what to do, please own up. You don't have to have all the answers. Let your people know, I don't have all the answers. So I'm looking to you guys to help me. We're a team. So I need to understand your own perception. What are your own views? What are your own ideas? These are the things that we must embrace as entrepreneurs and leaders.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very, very much today. Thank you so much. There are so many interests in, do you have a training school? Is there a place we can learn more? Is it something for young people? And I don't know what the answers to those questions are. I know you have a training school that is like a giveaway.
The training school teaches, the training school teaches people how to sew, but you have to go through it's a rigorous exercise and you have to be committed. But you know, the interesting thing is that by the time we get to our big site, bigger things will happen there.
Awesome.
So, you know, there'll be so many more things that can happen in that place.
Awesome.
And there'll be a lot of space.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah?
Okay, great.
So I look forward to it. Thank you very much to everybody for being so engaging. And it's been interesting for me to, and the questions have been very good questions.
Thank you.
So I would just say to you now that this too will pass. As all the other pandemics that have happened in the world have passed, this one too will pass. So hold on strong. Stand in courage. Don't be afraid, because fear is a thief. And set your plans, because the book of life says that where you don't have a vision, you will perish. Where there's no plan, there's nothing you can do. There's no plan. What are you? There's nothing. So hold on. This too will pass. And I will share two personal things with you. In my wake and my conversations as to asking for direction, I heard one song. He will make a way where there seems to be no way. It's a beautiful song. Listen to it. He will make a way where there seems to be no way. I'm sure everybody knows that song. The second song was the way maker, miracle worker, the light in the darkness, the promise keeper. He will make a way. Hold on tight. There's light at the end of this tunnel. He will make a way for you. God bless you, and thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much, ma.
Thank you.
I think that's a very good song for us to close with. So I'll just put it on.
You found it?
Yeah, I found it.
Fantastic. You see now, you are nimble. If I was to look for it now, I'll still be looking for it. I will find it eventually. But I'll probably still be looking for it. I'll probably still be looking for it. But you see, quick, tap, you found it. I wouldn't even have to come out of this screen to be able to say I found it.
Thank you, ma.
Okay. And thank you so much for this. It's been as much fun for me as
I'll buzz you later. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye, ma.
Bye.
Okay, everyone. I'm sure it's been an exciting time today. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ogunlesi. That was powerful. And I hope you are learning something. I hope there's something that is coming together for you as practical steps that you need to take to make this happen. I like to say to everybody who is here today, this is presented to us